When I started to tell people what had happened, there were people who had really supportive, positive reactions, and I didn't realize it at the time, but that became so important to me to help me get to where I needed to be. My name is Laura. I'm from here. I'm an artist. These are some of my paintings. A writer, kind of a jill of all trades. I've pretty much worked everywhere. I've been a gate agent for the airlines. I've been a librarian. I've been a bartender. I'm also a survivor of rape, sexual assault, abuse, intense stalking, and 2 abduction attempts that would have likely have led to my being a human trafficking victim. It took me a long time to accept that what had happened to me was rape. It was not a prescribed narrative that, I've been given. I've been taught what rape is when I was younger. Again, it's not a stranger jumping out at you in a dark alley. It was not what I thought rape was. Basically, someone slammed my skull into a concrete wall so hard that I lost consciousness, had a traumatic brain injury, my brain was bleeding. They then proceeded to rape my unconscious body. I know this because I came to several times during the rape. I was in a relationship with this person at the time. Doesn't mean that that was not rape because we were in a relationship. No one can do that to another human being and have that not be rape. There is no golden ticket. There's no all-access pass to a human being's body. What do I mean when I say that? I mean that rape can happen in a relationship. Rape can happen in a marriage. There is no all-access pass to a human being's body, ever. Consent is an ongoing phenomenon that does not end because of a ring, because of a relationship status, for any reason. If someone does choose to tell you what's been done to them, as far as any type of sexual violence, really with anything, please listen, please believe that person, and please react. A lot of the time when I first started telling people what had happened to me, they didn't want to hear it. It's not a pleasant thing to hear, and a lot of people don't know how to deal with that. Understandably, it's really hard to deal with. But people would say nothing at all, just sit there quietly and then talk about the weather or something else really safe, and I would just be sitting there stunned, like, I just confided in you this really big bad thing, and we're talking about it's gonna rain on Wednesday. It's a little disconcerting. I had people walk off mid-telling because they just didn't know how to deal with it, literally just sitting there stunned because they just left. I had people talk over me because they were so uncomfortable with what I was saying they couldn't let me talk anymore. Some ways that people responded that were really helpful, things that people did. I had somebody who was very busy, had a lot going on in their life, but kind of stopped everything and was like, please come talk to me if you're comfortable. Was very empathetic, concerned, was a very strong person, and that meant a lot to me. That someone would take the time out of their day to stop and listen and then to talk about it, if I was comfortable with it, which I was, and that was really helpful. So Star is amazing. I did not know about them until I heard a friend casually mention them, that they receive services there. This organization that didn't know me from anybody offers free counseling, free legal services, advocacy to survivors, and I've utilized pretty much every service that Star offers, and it's made a huge difference that these people that don't know me at all provided me with all of this. They are extremely well trained. They are pretty much exactly what you need when you're in this situation, and you don't even know that you need it. They're very much about empowering people to create change as they are, which in the society that we live in, I think is, again, amazingly and dreadfully important. Seeing my trauma held up in the mirror of other people's supportive reactions angry reactions, outrage reactions on my behalf really helped me accept what had happened to me, because it's hard to see your own trauma sometimes for what it is. You're really close to it, you're in it. To have that validation from other people who know what happened, to have that support is huge. It's huge. And people need that who have undergone trauma. Yeah. Okay.